Shalom, all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders. Salutations to you, sincere brothers. Teaching and truth and sincerity. Lesson will be entitled, We Are Here. Lord will, you are edified. Video was inspired by the platform YouTube page, Jason A. His video is entitled, It's Here. We were warned this was coming. Also, shout out to Elder Wanba. He sent me this. Shalom, bro.
To anonymity on social media. In our countries, no one can walk the streets with a mask on their face or drive a car without a license plate. No one can send packages without showing an ID or buy.
So let's go to Habakkuk. Chapter 2. In verse 4, Behold, his spirit which is lifted up is not upright in him. His spirit is referring to the Edomites, starting with their nobility. 13 Edomite families that control this entire system. Now, when I say Edomites, I'm talking about so-called white people whose father's lineage goes back to Esau. Lifted up, meaning these people or this nation is a very prideful nation. But the just shall live by his faith. The just is referring to the elect of Israel, starting with 144,000. Verse 5, yea, also because he transgressed by wine, meaning what? His policies, okay? His policies. Now, when you go into this term transgress, it goes into to step across. Step across what? Meaning going beyond or breaking the laws, statutes, and the commandments of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua. This is an example of transgressing by wine. Okay?
A hunting weapon without giving their name. And yet, we are allowing people to roam freely on social networks without linking their profile.
His policies to attain the agenda of the New World Order, which requires a microchip. He is a proud man, neither keep at home. This man is everywhere, okay? In all countries, stealing their resources, okay? Who enlarges his desire as hell and is as death and cannot be satisfied, okay? Think about how many people die per second. So death can never be satisfied. Now, compare death to Esau, the Edomites, their nobility, okay? They have the whole world in their hand, and it's still not enough. Beyond trillionaires, they own people, they have the resources, they fund both sides of the war, but it's still not enough because they're seeking something much more. But gather unto him all nations and heap unto him all people. So they want to microchip everybody to show supreme ownership.
Profiles to a real identity. This paving the way for misinformation, hate speech, and cyber harassment, because it is facilitating the use of bots and it is allowing people to act without being held accountable for their actions. Such an anomaly cannot continue. In a democracy, citizens have the right to privacy, not to anonymity or impunity, because with those two, social coexistence would be impossible. That is why I believe we must push forward the principle of pseudonymity as the functioning element of social media, and force all these platforms to link every user account to an European digital identity wallet. This way, citizens could use nicknames if they want, but in the case of a crime, public authorities will be able to connect those nicknames to real people and hold them responsible. Because accountability is not an obstacle to freedom of speech, it is an essential complement to it.
Well, many have started paying for things with their phones, even watches.
One company, though, wants to take that technology to another level by implanting a chip in your hand. So, the
Revelation 13 and 16. And he, referring to the nobility of Edom, they control this entire system. Cause all. Okay, causeth or cause all. This is a mandate, people. Both small and great, rich and poor. Okay, look at your new social classes. Okay, the nobility of Edom will be great, the people will be small. The nobility of Edom will be rich, and the people will be poor. And he caused all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads.
Overseas company Walletmore is selling the microchip in parts of Europe.
And starting with the apostles of Great Millstone, okay, trickling down to all of us, Akim, in the right spirit and Great Millstone. We've been saying this. And via the Holy Spirit, again, starting with the apostles, okay, starting with the apostle Tahar, okay, we didn't have to come to this point to believe. We believed years and years ago, okay, period. Everybody's a fucking prophet now because they can actually see it happen in real fucking time. That's not a prophet. A prophet is a fucking seer. Okay? Seeing before it's manifested on earth. All right? Because of spiritual awareness. And that spiritual awareness is the Holy Spirit. Anybody can make a fucking video about what's happening now. Yeah, it's evident now.
It's about the size of a grain of rice, goes under the skin. It's then activated using a digital wallet app. The chip is going for about $300, and the company says at least 200 people have gotten them implanted already. I would have many questions.
A mark in their right hands or in their forehead. Verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell, save, this is a mandate, he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name, and the number that represents his name is 666. Okay, look at your UPC code. Looking at that barcode, that last long line is a representation for 6. That last long line in the middle is a representation for 6, and that last long line, okay, at the end is a representation for 6. 666.
For a doctor about that.
Yeah, how
Didn't
healthy
look
is
very
that for
micro,
you?
did it?
No, it's pretty big.
It's a pretty big chip.
I mean, you know, a paper cut hurts. You're gonna put a
Yes.
thing like that, you know, in
What
your
happens if you
hand.
have to change banks? You gotta like
Right, you gotta
put
change it
back
out.
in. I don't know. I ain't interested in it. Keep it away from me.
I just want to know how it affects your body.
Yeah, it can't be good.
You're gonna get cancer, bitch. That's how it affects your body. Let's go to Revelation chapter 16 and verse 2. Let me start at verse 1. And I heard a great voice out of the temple saying to the 7 angels, go your ways and pour out the bowels of the wrath of the Most High on the earth. Okay, so we're between the 6th and 7th angel. Verse 2, and the first went and poured out his vial on the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sword on the men which had the mark of the beast, and on them which worship his image. So anyone that receives, okay, this mark will receive a grievous sore. Now, when you investigate sore in the Greek, a definition is ulcer or canker. It may be canker. I think canker goes into ulcer, but eventually when you do the research, it breaks down to cancer. So this grievous sore is actually cancer.
It can't be good to put some electronic device in your body and keep it there. Ooh, good luck with that.
Exactly 5 years ago, the Central Bank of Brazil.
Let's go to Ezekiel 33 and 33. And when this come to pass, hence Revelation 13 and 16, lo, it will come, hence Revelation 13 and 16, then shall they know that a prophet has been among them. Lord will, this was edifying. Shalom.